Right, let's just get straight into this. UK went into full lockdown on Monday. We had a load of shit pop up over the weekend, so let's pull it apart. Yesterday morning, we had all these headlines, Daily Express. Bear in mind, most of these headlines took a similar form, saying more or less the same thing. So this one right here, you must stay at home for all our sakes. We've got Boris on the front looking very flustered, trying to remember his script, waving his little pig's trotter about. So that phrase there, you must stay at home for all of our sakes, as you can see, equals 119. I know this number is heavily encoded in most facets of news, to be honest. Notice how it's 9/11 in reverse. And the 190th prime number is actually 653. That was the number of deaths in the US on that day. So the day that that headline came out, death was 653, which is the 190th prime. Very fitting. Very fitting. Happy coincidences. Also on the 119. Stay at home national emergency, that was another headline, that's 119. Star of David, that's 119. All Seeing 9, that's 119. Foundation, that's 119. And 47. So remember in the last video I mentioned how the number 47 concerns establishing foundation. In this case a foundation for what? Their new master plan, which also equals 119 non-coincidentally, and 38, and we spoke about 38 in the last video and how it bears reference to this particular riddle. Also a national emergency in reverse is 83. Let me add this one on the Telegraph. End of freedom, just about as over dramatic as you can possibly fucking be. Has a value of 65 like pandemic, 65 like the amount of people killed in the simulation, 65 like how many days after Bill's 38th birthday he got married, 65 like the amount of days after Melinda's birthday that Event 201 started. Yeah, 65 is, I mean that's just a given at this point. I expect to see a 65 or a 56 encoded in every single story about coronavirus. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, we had this one on the Sun as well. This was a good one. House arrest. Interesting turn of phrase. Just so happens to equal 149. Now with 149, Skull and Bones also sums to 149, as you can see. And if you know about Skull and Bones and you know about 322, which is in their logo, and apparently is connected with Genesis 322, which concerns a passage paying homage to Kabbalah, in fact, and Tree of Life, and the flip side, which is the clip-off. And I mean, it's, you can Google it and that's what it says. I mean, it's pretty accurate that, you know, you got these cloaked weirdos laying in coffins playing God, and this particular passage from the Bible just so happens to be dealing with man becoming a god through the knowledge of the tree. So I mean, it does bear pretty strong resemblance on that, but I'm sure that without a doubt there is more to that 322. Anyway, 149 is also the 35th prime, as you can see here, right? Like I said, they love doing shit by primes. I just showed you that with a 119. Yeah, the day before this, check the headline for the UK, 233 after 53 more people die in England. 100, yeah, like, okay. The reverse, 233, similar to this, which is 149th prime. Yeah, like, come on. Come on, they think they're fucking slick. 144, I went through this in the last video. On Saturday, I was the first doctor to die in France. That was his name. It sums to 144, no surprise. In the video before this, Boris Johnson addressed the nation on a Friday and said we could turn the tide on coronavirus, which, as you can see, sums to 144. And on that day, the death toll was 144. And now we've got this dead doctor. So yeah, turn the tide was 144. The death toll for that day reached 144, and then the next day you had this dead doctor that equals 144. And the sum total of deaths for Italy this weekend was 1444. So I mean, how many times do you want to put this number in there? Now previously, as I said, 144 has got a lot to do with time, and there's a lot of parallels with Revelations and the end times for the Bible with this riddle, and you can check Gematria effect on YouTube for that, because I'm not going into that. I thought that was the only link, but yesterday I came across this, section 144. Read this. Prohibits the assembly of 4 or more people in an area. Now I see why they're using 144. Jesuit Order 144, Corporation 144. The Jesuit Order in control, and the corporations are taking a hit. And now section 144 is getting implemented. Yesterday I saw this dude died, Manu Dibango, famous jazz dude from Cameroon. And he was born on the 12th of December, and as soon as I saw that, in 1933, as soon as I saw that, I knew shit was fishy. If you read here, patient 0 in Wuhan for the coronavirus was actually first reported on the 12th of December. But then after that they changed it. They took it back 11 days and moved it to the 1st. Why they did that, I don't know. But this man has the same birthday as the original patient 0 for coronavirus. And he just so happened to die from coronavirus. Now his name, Manu Dibango, that's 47 in reduction. 47 like government, like authority, like foundation, like I just went over. He was born in 1933. Dibango on his own sums to 137, which is the 33rd prime. And it also sums to 38. Same numbers, same shit. It was reported the day after, but as you can see there, he died on March 23rd. March the 23rd is usually the 82nd day of the year. But we're in a leap year, so that's the 83rd day of the year. It's 83rd day of the year, born in 1933, which is a direct relation to that. 137 and 38. Now this bit made me laugh. I didn't know this. Dibango, best known for his song Soul Makossa, is one of the first global stars to die from COVID-19. So I did the Gematria on that song, Soul Makossa, what a surprise, 70, like coronavirus. As you can see, he died 263 days before his next birthday. Check this, 263, that's the 56 prime. There's another 65, or 56, however you want to see it. Same shit. Like pandemic. Now about his age, 86. If you don't know, 86 is a slang term for getting rid of something, or killing somebody, as you can read here. 86 is blood sacrifice, 86 is human sacrifice, 86 is eye of providence. So he died at a very good age. And this whole 86 term and phrase comes from a saying, which is 80 miles out and 6 feet under, which is to say you're going to take someone 80 miles out and bury them 6 feet under. That equals 101. Manu Dibango equals, surprise surprise, 101. It's all bullshit.